Welcome back to day 3. We're halfway through. Today we're going to do my second most, tied for first, most favorite movement. Obviously dancing is pretty high up there, but this is my other top one. So I do invite you to come down to the floor, get on a yoga mat, maybe grab a pillow or blanket if you don't have a mat, just something to protect your knees. And maybe just taking a moment to roll out the wrists if you need to, if you feel called to that. If for any reason you have wrist issues, it is an option to come down to your forearms or elbows for this, or you can always stack that wrist over the knuckles. But we're just coming into a hands and knees position so that the shoulder in general is over the wrist, and the knees are under the hips. Knees are about hip width apart. Okay, I got this. Words. It's morning, right? Okay, side to side. Keeping that spine straight. Soft. Little bit of bend in the elbows. Rocking side to side. You can take it slow. Maybe just gently pressing through each knuckle. Just noticing how the fingers feel. Slightly spreading the fingers. Maybe it feels good for you to tuck the toes and rock forward and back a little bit. We're keeping a flat spine to start with. Imagine if you were a coffee table or somebody put a hot beverage on your back. Would you be able to just gently move around without sloshing the glass? And then gently coming back to neutral spine, taking a nice deep inhale in this stillness, letting the shoulders come down the spine. And with that exhale, press the ground away. Exhaling, letting the head hang heavy, the tailbone tucks under. And as you inhale, the elbows hug in and back towards the ribs. The heart space is pressing through the shoulders, the gaze lifts slightly, and the spine follows naturally. Exhaling to round. So here is the thing. You're just going to be exploring through this back and forth for a few moments, up to 10 minutes. Let's do 5 because we'll come back together. But really, when you're exhaling here and you have the round spine, you can press side to side, out to the side maybe, starting to come down and around. You can always sit back into the hips, coming more into a child's pose, walking the hands forward. Staying with your breath the whole time. Perhaps bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders, tucking those toes. You can always come up to a down dog. It's kind of like a short distance down dog, if your flexibility allows. You're really just exploring here to see what feels good in your body. And not necessarily even feels good, just what feels. What do you feel? What do you notice? Striving to stay with the breath. Letting the jaw relax and the tongue come away from the top of the mouth. I'm feeling called to rolling my wrists again, so I'm just going to sit back for a moment. You can always step one foot back, reach the opposite forward maybe. You can always hover and balance. Free-flowing movement through tabletop and cat-cow. And cat-cow is just a yoga movement. The cat is when you're arching the spine and pressing away. Cow is when the belly drops and you're gently pressing the heart through the shoulder space. Just a few more rounds here. You can even do like a lowering down with the elbows in, bringing the chest down first, and then sitting back into child's pose, bringing the booty towards the heels. Forehead comes to the mat. Nice big inhale, full exhale. We'll gently walk the right hand, both hands over to the right side, gently pressing into the ground so that you sink back into your hips for a moment. Maybe the left hand comes on top of the right. You can rest your face in the arms or on the shoulder. And as an exhale finds you gently coming over to the opposite side, you're gently pressing into the floor so that you're sinking back into the hips. If you can, reach that left hand on top of the right. You can also just have it beside it. Head and face can rest wherever is comfortable. Make sure those shoulders are rolled back into the sockets. One breath here. And with that exhale, coming back to center, back up to tabletop. Let's just wriggle that spine out one last time. Nice deep inhale forward. Gentle, gentle exhale. And then sitting back slightly in the hips, allow the hands to peel up on the knees, rolling all the way up, taking a nice big inhale. I cut off my own head. All right, and we're coming back down. I hope that you enjoyed that movement. I didn't think through this hairstyle when I decided to do this video, but that's all right. Let us know what you think. I'd love to know how this resonates with you, if it feels pretty simple and comfortable in your body, or if you're like, okay, I'm gonna have to do this again. It took me some time to really get comfortable in this, through this position, because it's a very deep invitation to be in your body and to notice how you're feeling, and that can just feel like clunky and awkward in the beginning. So I'd love to know where you're at. Maybe you're feeling really comfortable with it. You can hit reply to this email and let me know. You can also share on social media if you feel so inclined using our hashtag. Be sure to tag me so that I can see whatever it is that you choose to share. See you tomorrow.